Hello, fifth grade mathematicians. So this week we're going to be talking about factors, proper factors, and products. So those are going to be our three focuses this week, and we're going to get to play games with this. You have to watch the lesson to understand how to play the games. So first of all, we're going to review what a factor is. Factors are two numbers that we multiply together in order to get a product. So the factors, for instance, we can say 4 times 3 equals 12. 4 and 3 are factors that give us a product of 12. All right, so factors. When we think of 12 and we think of how many factors are involved with 12, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. As we go through, it's 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4, 4 times 3, 6 times 2, 12 times 1. Now all of those are the factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Those are all factors of 12. Now, if we talk proper factors, we cannot include the number itself. So we have to exclude 12 from that list if we're talking proper factors, okay? So factors are the whole list of numbers that multiply together to equal a certain number, or the product. Excluding the number itself would give you the list of proper factors. So I have some numbers up here, and we're going to go through and we're going to figure out the factors and then exclude the number itself to make it a list of proper factors. All right, so let's take a look at 15. So if we think about all of the numbers that we can multiply together to equal 15, we've got 1 times 15, we've got 3 times 5, we have 5 times 3, which are the same factors as here. Remember, we're using the commutative property, just flip-flopping those factors, and then 15 times 1. So from this list, we can make the list, or from these multiplication problems, we can make a list of factors. 1, 3, 5, and 15. Now, if we only want the proper factors, we have to exclude the number itself. Well, the number itself is 15, so we would have to take this out. The list of proper factors would be 1, 3, and 5. Okay? So I got my list from the multiplication problems here. All right? Now, let's move on to 18. Well, for 18, we have obviously 1 times 18. We have 2 times 9. We have 3 times 6. We don't have 4 times anything, or 5. It would have to be a 0 or a 5 here for it to be something times 5. We have 6 times 3, which we already have here. We're using the commutative property. 9 times 2, and 18 times 1. So we can go ahead and make our list from least to greatest. So I've got 1, I have 2, I have 3, I have 6, 9, and 18. All right, so there's my complete list of factors for 18. Now, what did I say I had to exclude in order for this to be a list of proper factors? You're right, the number itself, which is 18. So if I take 18 out, now I have a list of proper factors. 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9. All right, let's move on to 24. Now, 24 is an even number, so I know it's going to be divisible by 2, which means 2 will be a factor of 24. So I know 1 times 24. I've got 2 times 12. I have 3 times 8. I have 4 times 6. 6 times 4. 8 times 3. 12 times 2. And 24 times 1. So I can make my list of factors from these multiplication problems. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Now, since my original number is 24, What do I have to exclude in order for this to be a list of proper factors? You're right, 24, the number itself. So now the list of proper factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 12. All right, so now that you know the difference between a factor and a proper factor, and also we've kind of had a jump start on products. The products are out here. We have the product, and then we list the factors of that product, okay? All right, so for homework tonight, something really easy. All I want you to do is I want you to read through the words that you need to know in order to play the game, and then the game rules. I'm going to be playing this game tomorrow against Greg Heffley, and we're going to explain to you, well, I'm going to explain to you how to play the game. And then after you play the game a few times, I want you to write down a tip that you would give somebody who's playing the game for the first time to help them win, okay? All right, so tonight I want you to read through the vocabulary and read through the rules. Now, I want you to keep thinking, keep watching, always stay curious, and I'll see you tomorrow. And you know what? Your homework for tomorrow is going to be to play a game. I'll see you tomorrow.